Hello Must Traveller readers. This is my second part summary of my travels. You can find my first video on I Must Travel. We are off to Sri Lanka. This is a peacock's mask, supposedly able to ward off evil. I would recommend visitors to totally skip Colombo and head straight to Galle. There's a very well preserved 400-year-old fort here, I believe built by the Dutch. It's the biggest sea fort in Asia and has many of its original buildings still intact. It's a lot like Malacca, only the British decided not to tear down the walls here. These walls withstood the 2004 tsunami. It's actually quite a stark contrast to what you see outside the fort, where there are many empty shells of houses still not rebuilt after the tsunami 6-7 years ago. Of course, Sri Lanka is well known for its tea, and their local food kind of resembles ours. There's this local delicacy, it looks like an apong with an egg in the middle, and it tastes exactly like an apong with an egg. Further inland, there's Kandy, where the Lord Buddha's tooth is said to be kept in the temple. But if you're not into teeth and bones and all that, the town is lovely enough with a big lake in the middle and surrounded by lush botanical gardens. Then we head to Taiwan. The people there are not like their politicians which we see on TV, throwing chairs and fighting. In fact, they are very courteous and polite people, wearing masks in trains, not talking too loud over the phones, and lining up in a very orderly manner. They also end every sentence with a haw and oh, much like our la here. For example, 谢谢你好，就这样哦. And Taipei street food is to die for. After a whole night of binging, you might want to sweat out the extra calories the day after, and so head to Beitou for the hot springs. Also a very good form of natural birth control. I love Thailand. Off the beaten path there is Surin, about 7 hours drive from Bangkok towards the Cambodian border. I didn't go there for the elephant games, but instead for a wedding. This is a truck with the band on it, going around the village, blasting all Thai songs. And then there was the procession of bananas, chickens, and other types of food. This was all before the ceremony proper. Of course, the icing on the cake were the nights where there was a carnival and lots of song and dance to celebrate the wedding. All in all, the whole wedding lasted about 3 days. Longest wedding ever attended, but most fun, I would say. Lastly, Indonesia, where I went to Bintan Island via Singapore. This was a very memorable trip, but mostly for the wrong reasons. It was a team building trip, so while waiting for the ferry to Bintan in Singapore, we had a few hours to kill, and the boss suggested that we do something fun. So we took this ride on this amphibious vehicle called Duck Tours. All the while I was listening to the guide talk about the history of Singapore, I was praying that no friends I had in Singapore saw me riding this duck. And when we finally in the ferry headed towards Bintan, the seas suddenly became very choppy, and I had to throw up in the toilet. The second I threw up, the ferry hit a big wave and the contents of the toilet splashed back at my face. Yeah, but Bintan was great, and I had lots of fun there. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Please visit musttraveller.com. Thank you.